Buhari double in Sudan and press him into service as Nigeria's president? What? The representative of the Jubril family, that is the supposed imposter, having discovered the gigantic swindle, suddenly showed up in Abuja the other day and demanded to be compensated with a power-sharing arrangement at the federal level in perpetuity, plus 50% of Nigeria's oil revenues for 10 years in the first instance. Now, that was on the back page of the Nations of Tuesday, 27th of November. That, and I quote, failing these, they would tell their story to the whole world. It further stated that the Nigerian authorities have entered into frantic negotiations with Jubril's family to head off what is sure to be the world's dirtiest and worst kept secret, he said. And he concluded by saying that Britain is mediating its end. So far, to my knowledge, no official statement has refuted this claim, which simply implies Nigeria may truly be up for sale. The question is, has Nigeria now suddenly become a population of fools? I believe it's time to come away from our slumber and salvage this nation from slavery. If this evil tide is not dealt with quickly and decisively, Nigeria may be about to be recolonized the second time, and this time by another African country. What a shame and what a misfortune that will be. God forbid. You know, when we pray, we must be sensitive to the ongoings.
Good morning to you all, gentlemen, and good morning to the Biafran family. Thanks for joining this program. Aisha Buhari on her official Twitter page don't come out to, in fact, she don't break the yoke and make on her hear wetin she talk, so that it no go be my own words. And after on, then we read what the poster of this news also said. She said, and I quote, "I have kept quiet for too long. The man proclaimed that died yesterday is not my husband. Buhari died in 2017. The rest is Nollywood. Nigerians, continue deceiving yourselves." This is what Aisha Buhari said. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated in so many quarters in this issue of lied against Nigeria, speak anything, blah, 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 blah. Nnamdi Kanu is the prophet of our time and the savior of mankind. Believe it or leave it. If you doubt this what I'm telling you, my brother, you are doubting it at your own peril. You believe it, it is also for your own good. Because you believe Nigeria, my brother, you will come back with shame. Now, the Nollywood action is going on, and they have to spend countless of billions just to bury an imposter or to bury somebody who never existed. But as far as we are concerned, the Biafrans, the real Biafrans, I mean, Buhari died since 2017. Shocking. I have kept quiet for too long. The man they proclaimed dead yesterday is never my husband and can never be my husband. My husband, Buhari, died in 2017. The rest, Nigerians are doing are just Nollywood and Hollywood movies. Wow. He said, continue deceiving yourself. Allegedly, Aisha Buhari criticizes Nigerian government and those ones behind them. But come to think of it, what are all those crying? I saw in they say in front of hospital, somebody, you just went in front of hospital and you are crying. I mean, how did these people even raise themselves? Anyway, the docility of over 200 million people whereby it is not even up to 0.0000000.01% of them ruling them. And over, maybe, okay, let's say, okay, the rulers, the ruling class, all their concubines, their family members, all their acquaintances, both their appointees, PS, SS, SSSSAs, and so on and so forth. Let's take it this way, that they are just 1 million out of, okay, let's say out of 250 million Nigerians. Only 1 million holds the power. Then what happened to 249 million people? Where are they? So when these people, when this number, Nigeria have the number to cause a revolution that will change the entirety of the existence of that their country. If I am dealing with you, my brother, let me just make it very clear, because some people don't understand. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said the issue of this, that Buhari died, people, all the whole internet was awash. They say, how do you believe, can you explain that over 200 million people will fold their arms? When you make the argument, the next one they will tell you is that a country where they have Gowon alive, IBB alive, Obasanjo alive, then the people will come and say Buhari died and nobody know about it. They said it's all a crap. These people you are calling are also part of the problem. In fact, they are also part of that deal to conceal dead Buhari. They come out tomorrow, they just make a bracataba on live television. Hey, we are against Buhari, we are against Tinubu. But behind closed doors, they are equally part of it. Because all these ones, all this president that is coming, if you stood against them, my brother, your gratuities and pension is at stake. You cannot take them to court. They are the court. They are the judiciary. So anybody telling you that over 200 million people will not be silenced why Buhari is dead and nobody mention it, you better think twice. You better go and wash your eye, because something they happen for that your country. When they have already found out that Nigerians have been crippled with poverty, so they tend to bring so many news that is not real, and people will celebrating it. Imagine they say showing a video of they say Buhari's daughter crying in front of hospital. I beg, where is that room that Buhari died? A big person died, they know they see him again, they know they show the person again. Even if say that, okay, they don't use cloth, white cloth cover him, why can't they show us? Let me see a video where somebody went to inside a room or a morgue where Buhari was kept. For we all know he's not an acting president, that his dead body will be a top secret to hide. He is ex-president, and once you are died, that ex don't come off from your name. You are now a dead body. I listened to just Dr. Charles Apoki this morning. He said that he didn't quite agree with that ideology that never you talk ill of the dead. He said that the dead should behave themselves when they are alive, so that when they died, nobody will talk ill of them. Saying we don't talk ill of the dead, that was why some miscreants are misbehaving, so that when they die, nobody will ever come out and say, look at exactly what happened though. Because they don't use that phrase to bamboozle you. Don't talk ill of the dead. But the dead also should have to behave themselves and behave rightly while living, so that when they are dead, nobody will talk ill about them. So the Nigerian government, they have already know the game. They have already know everything, that whatever they do, Nigerians, or whatever they call them, are docile. They are a lot of people. In fact, they are like, they use charm or juju to tie them down. They use charm or juju to tie them down. Whatever you do, they will follow you. Highest. They will come and cause for confusion with ethnic bigotry, religious fanaticism, and all manner of things that will put division, either tribalism or whatever. Igbos will be busy fighting Yoruba, Yoruba will be busy fighting Hausa, Hausa will be busy fighting Fulani, Fulani will be busy fighting Efik. And these ones, who they're supposed to fight, will then have a free day running their government the way they like it. Government of the people, my family, and of the people. I mean by the people. Buhari died since 2017. My happiness is that Aisha Buhari at last have made a shocking revelation and also vindicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, since I think let's take from the inception of this new judge called James Omotosho, you know, there's a lot of revelations that have been coming out. And even if this sub country, what they call them, Nigeria, whatever they call them, does not take time, my brother, they are going to go down. They are going to go down full time if they did not take time to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case well. It was under this judge that Kenya ruled that Nigeria abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Their high court and awarded him 10 million shillings. That is approximately 120 million naira. It's under this new court judge. Under this judge, everybody, including Americans, sending delegates to attend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's last court sitting when the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria closed their case. They have delegates from White House. It's under this new judge. Under this new judge, Aisha Buhari have come out now to tell us that Buhari have died since 2017. That whatever that's happening in Asorok or this shenanigans they are doing now, it's just a Nollywood. Look at how they want to cajole their own people into believing that Buhari died. They send Shetima to go there. Oh, Shetima, you went to the hospital and they take pictures and videos of you. I beg, where is the dead body? The dead body has become invisible that nobody can see. Nigerians are really mumu. I swear to God. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. There's nothing anybody can tell me. They are the most useless, docile citizens you can ever imagine in the whole of the world. Even whites said a country with a few population can cause revolution and a stance and their country will be better. But look at them now. The youths are busy because now internet content creators are paying anybody, so they don't even care how the government will guard them. Forgetting that they need that government to do things right. Even if you are making your own money, they are only giving you money. But when you make that money from your content, organize the youth and tell the government enough is enough. You are making content, but you cannot build roads in your community. You are waiting for government. And the same government, you cannot revolt against them simply because you are making money. Yes, you go and buy a SUV that will help you to jump all the whole bad roads. Does that make sense? If you can be able to jump all those bad roads, what happens to your future generation? If they cannot be able to acquire such a vehicle, then what happens? Then they will fall to the government. No electricity. You are not bothered about it because you are doing content. And you can buy a pass my neighbor generator or whatever you may call it. You don't be bothered. There's no water. Oh, you can dig your own pipe borehole. After all, the rest can die and go to hell. You don't care. There's no good hospital. Oh, when your children sick or you yourself sick, you can as well fly yourself to either nearby country, another western country, or you go to private hospital that are very, very equipped because you have the money. Then what happens after you? If your children cannot be able to maintain that momentum that you are enjoying now, then they will become part of those who will rely on governments barely on everything. It sounds funny, but it is true. Oh, God have mercy. Okay, there is one Hausa man here who made a very, very great contribution to this issue we are tackling now, just like what Aisha Buhari have just said. Let me just read what the guy said. The man is General Show. General Show have a Ivory Coast flag or Ivory Coast insignia. Maybe the guy is from Ivory Coast, but he is a Muslim. Okay, let's say he said the fact that Nnamdi Kanu was never charged for accusing Muhammadu Buhari of being an impostor while Buhari was still in power says a lot. Nnamdi Kanu, even in court, say, if you can provide me Buhari and Buhari can be able to speak his own local language, which is Fufude, imprison me for life and I will give up Biafra agitation. Do you know these people in all their charges never said anything about it because they know it is true. And nobody is asking any questions. You see where the problem is. The Nigerians are the docility of Nigerians. They say, hey, no, it's making noise. Now, somebody who left power just under 2 years, he left power, then he died. Just like that. Just only serious illness for 1 week. The next one, oh, Buhari don't die. just to put the whole story at rest. Let everybody go. And the zoo people believed it, but they didn't believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Okay, let's continue what this guy said. He said, surely accusing the sitting president of a country of impersonation should have been the number one charge against Kanu. I swear to God, not all these things they are saying. Yet it was miraculously omitted from his case. Kanu also publicly challenged Buhari to speak his native language if he was truly who he claimed to be. That never happened, not even by mistake. I repeat, not even by mistake. Yet nobody is asking questions. Nigerians are even busy. And now the Kanu must die. He must go to prison. They must sentence him to death. He must pay for his sins. He is a criminal. He is a terrorist. But somebody came out and tell you in 2015 that we brought in these mercenaries to take Goodluck Jonathan out of office. Then aftermath, the rest becomes a history. And nobody cares to, even they are still in power. They do that, they said that when they come out of power, if there is immunity that covers them as a president, after power, then they will go and answer to their sins. Oh, you brought on this terrorist that is disturbing the country. Yet, nobody cares to ask, how? Why do you do that? Just to destabilize another person's government. And then at last, the term becomes a problem to the country till today. 10 years down the line, they are still fighting terrorism. No any single effort served to eliminate them because the system have already been adopted to it. People have moved on. Nobody is complaining. If it happened in Gwagwalada, hey, people of Gwagwalada will change, and people wait there for Zungeru will say, it doesn't concern us. After all, it doesn't happen in our area. When it happened in Zungeru, people who did Suleja will say, it never happened to us, so that one had their own cup of tea. That is how it is. Because if they carry somebody's dead body for head, will not be your own. You go be like saying wood of bunch of firewood is what they are carrying on their head, but it's somebody's dead body because it don't happen to you. If it happened to you, then you would understand what it means for losing a loved one. And this is how they play their games. If it happened in the north, the people in the southeast will rejoice. If it happened in the southeast, people in the north will rejoice. If it happened in the southwest, the people wait there for southeast and south and the north will also rejoice. Say, happening in our area. It happened in south. People in the southeast will also rejoice. This is how they divide and rule you guys. Because when it happened in the southeast, people in the north will say, it doesn't happen to us, so we don't have unknown gunmen. We only have people who chase us away from our farms. In other words, when election comes, they will tell you, we will make sure that thing that is happening in the southeast will not happen in our land. They will vote for them. Tomorrow will be your own turn. Okay, let us go to the comment section, my brothers. I think I have said enough. Enzo Rado said it was and it is still a propaganda by Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't really mean what he was saying. Deep inside him, Buhari was the one that died yesterday and not Jubril. I think Nnamdi Kanu was trying to fight a psychological war with Buhari for trying to kill him, and that is why he came up with Jubril's story. For trying to kill him, Nnamdi Kanu had make this what they call it. He had make this assertion even before they invaded his home. And then you are here telling, I know one. Let me see what people reply to him. If I saw that say, so you believe Madam Aisha, a first lady, will leave her husband and the government to relocate to Dubai for 2 years? That is the question. People, Nigerians, both men and women that love power. And Aisha Buhari is nowhere to be found around Aso Rock. She lived one day in Aso Rock and 6 months or 1 year in abroad. Sherry said, remove Edo from your bill. You can't be from there. Ewo. Are you serious? Ekwensu on your jaw. Ekwensu on your jaw. Emeka Harry said, Mumu, it is not like Buhari was their first attempt to try to play that game. They wanted to try it with Yaradua, but Dr. Dora Akunyele spoke up. Few days ago, Garabache confessed that news of rat chasing Buhari out of office was a lie, but you believed it. I pour you speech. Pwa! Itiboribo. DJ said, are you really a human being? Mba, I doubt that. In fact, you be a human nonsense. You can't be a human nonsense again. These people will not kill me. Oh. Jubril said, Kano even said P2B is a gay. Ballistic Gunter said the daughter posted this on her Instagram 2017. And she wrote, the person that is supposed to be in this picture and isn't would have had the biggest, most beautiful smile. My Baba. God bless our parents. Amen. Oh Lord, thank you for the mercy you have shown us all this year. May your mercy continue to be evident in our daily lives. Happy New Year, everyone. Make una see am. This one now, smiling into 2020. That is 2019 December precisely to 2020. There is somebody here, right? Which is they call this one now Buhari, right? But this one is Zenebia, what they call him. This one is Buhari's, the real Buhari's daughter, and she wrote this thing. Up to tomorrow, people are still argue. He said the one person that's supposed to be in this picture and isn't, who have had the biggest, most beautiful smile, my Baba. And see, people do not understand. Let me see the comment they wrote here. Let me see the comment. Let me see their comment. Sagumi says that post was made in December of 2019, and the person she is referring to is her late brother. Naim be her Baba. Hey, you guys dwell on conspiracy theories too much. You adapt. So somebody who is called now by brother now my Baba. I don't understand though. Do these people ever have brain? Chidem Ohambele said, yes, I remember this post, and it takes a lot to understand what message she was trying to pass. My Baba. In case you don't know, my Baba is my father. Either you call him Baba, that is in Hausa. Then in our own Igbo dialect, we call Papa. My Baba, my Babana. More evidence here. This one is in 2017, Eric Joyce, a former UK Prime Minister, shared his condolence on Buhari's death. The condolences message is still on his X account. Eric Joyce said, very sad to learn here of the death of President Buhari, whom I campaigned for. Thoughts with his wives at Aisha Buhari and family. Eric Johnson said the president of one of the most largest and most sensitive countries died in London today. In our main news bulletins, not a word. And this message is on 19th May of 2017. That is when the guy passed this message. Eric Johnson said, Nigeria, it is for a president to prove he is alive, not his people to prove he is not. Abi? Nigeria President Buhari's wife refused access. Chief of Staff, 79-year-old Abba Kyari, in charge now. Wonder shall never end. At Eric Joyce, he was laid to rest today. Okay, continue laying him to rest. I beg, let us just end it here. More of these videos is coming your way. Just like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Ukulora, Lord will be here to serve you.